everyone, welcome to episode 3 of Dragon Quest 1. In between parts, I grinded up to level 19, or no, 17, which took about 2 hours, as you probably could have read in that text if you had paused to read it, but I only really did it for one thing. I wanted to be ahead of the game a bit, and there's a certain spell that you get the Heal More spell, level 17, which I'll talk about briefly. And now it's finally time to upgrade our equipment. We get the Broadsword, which will increase our damage output exponentially. And we finally upgrade our armor from the clothes we got in part 1 to the full plate armor, which is one of the best armors in the game. There's only like 2 or 3 better than it. And at this level, our HP and MP cap at 93. And there's actually only 13 more levels you can possibly get. I'm questioning whether or not I'm gonna get them, because I'm looking at the EXP requirements. I'm only about I want to say a sixth of the way to that final level. Now, quickly, there is, as you might remember, because this is Remolder, you might remember in the last part, someone, I want to say Call, what I call or the other one? It was, I forget the name of it. But someone said that you can get keys here in Remolder, and what you do is you go around the edge and come into here. And also, during the level grinding, I got the Outside spell, which takes you out of caves. Return, which takes you back to Tentacled Castle. Heal More, which is a much more powerful heal spell, and I forgot what the other one was. Now, magic keys cap off at 6, so I recommend you get enough of them. There's actually 2 stores you can get them at, but this one's less expensive, but the other one's a lot more convenient. Also, I was just checking to see if I had some wings in my inventory there, because you're gonna need some coming up. Well, you don't need them, but they make it a lot more convenient. Now, immediately after enter back into Remolder and use 2 of the keys, I restock on them off screen. And talk to this guy to get the next hint of where to go. Back in Call, 4 steps south of the bath, there's an item we can get, which we will be getting. I'm kind of having trouble remembering where I got those wings. I want to say I got them in one of the caves early on. And we get some more wings. I use them both off screen because you don't need them once you get the return spell. And now it's time to head to our next destination, which is more just showing up showing where something is. First off, I want to show off, though, our damage increase. We now kill these guys in one hit with 32 damage. I don't even remember what their base HP is. And Goldman. Goldman have around 50 HP, and they actually have one of the highest gold drops in the game. They're pretty good for farming gold, but their encounter rate makes it kind of blech. They give it around 6 experience, but they always drop 150 to 200 gold, which is rather useful. And yet again, you can use a Game Genie code to get 250, up to 255 gold from any enemy, but not really worth it. Also, I'm kind of surprised looking at this, because I'm on 1 in 8 encounter tile squares, and nothing's happening. That's rather impressive. And here we have the Shrine of Holy, which has one of the 3 items we are required to get to beat the game, but we cannot do it yet because we need another item first, which I believe we'll be getting next part. Is that our next part? Wait, is it next part? Let me look at my notes. But first off, back in Call, you might remember a few minutes ago, someone told us 4 squares south of the bath, so let's check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Use the search command here, and I believe this is one of the 2 times you use this command in the game. And we find the fairy flute. That is required to beat the game. We get the out. We do that a couple of parts from now. I'm thinking of something else. Anyway, now I'm gonna show off the wings, even though all they really do is return you to Tentacle. Now, you might remember way back in part 1, I don't think I even showed it off, but there are some magical key doors you can use. Starting off, there's this one, but do not enter this one. All there is gold, and it's not that useful, especially to me, because I have 9,000. But over here is where we really came in here to get. Remember a few minutes ago how I mentioned there were two magic key shops? The other one's right here in Tactical Castle. It's that shop up there, but the ones back in Remold are less expensive, but it's much more convenient here. Anyway, right down there is another kind of hazard tile. Those are barriers. They do 15 damage per step. So make sure you have enough HP to survive that. But I finally also get to show off heal more. Oh, and the repel spell, I forgot to mention this before, it repels enemies. Not that useful, especially when you want a level grind. Actually, thinking about it's the exact opposite of an item we'll be getting later in this part. And now we get some advice regarding Garin, so let's head on over there. But first, there is one other thing we need to take care of here in Tactical, besides the key shop. Do not head north, instead, head on over to this side and head down. One of the guys earlier mentioned the cellar of Tactical. And down here, and here's the cellar. Or basement, really. And here we have one of the 3 items we are required to get to beat the game. This is the... I want to say the Stone of Sunlight. And... stairs, really? Yep, the Stones of Sunlight. That's one of the 3 items we are required to beat the game. There's that, and I'm forgetting the other one. I know the Staff of Rain is another. Anyway, back here at Garin, there's this door up here we were not able to enter before, and you're going to need to enter it to beat the game, and as this guy could get out of my way. Yeah, this was before the days when AI had the idea to just get out of your way when you're pushing up against them. I believe Final Fantasy V had that, even. Anyway, those chests just have some gold, not really useful to me, and those guys in that door just... I don't even remember what they say, but it's useless. So head up that secret passage, and now it's time for us to go into Garin's grave, if I would stop doing that. Welcome to Garin's grave. I highly recommend you use raiding immediately, because this is actually a rather confusing dungeon if you don't know what stairs to take to make the route as fast as possible. And these are actually 3 of the 5 chests in total in this dungeon, so there's not much to it. All I get out of it is an herb and 20 gold, which is not that useful to me. I'm surprised at how low my encounter rate is being right now. Never mind, there's a bit of pickup. Because I was surprised with the low amount of encounters this part. Well, at least in terms of the final product, there were a couple that I had to edit out. Backtracking to call. Now, do not head down those stairs immediately. You want to... Well... Oh, that's right, that just runs away. Why did I pause there? Oh, that's weird. We want to head down these stairs first, because to get the only other item besides the silver harp that was mentioned earlier, which I forgot to mention, this is where the silver harp is, you want to head on down this way to get the other chest, which I'm trying to remember is actually rather useless. It is the Cursed Belt. Do not equip it, it curses you. I don't remember what curses does in this game. I'm assuming it cuts your attack in half or something, but it's pretty dang useless. I would just recommend selling it, which you can do at any given item shop. And here we have Spectres. Spectres have around 36 HP and give 55 to 70 gold, 18 experience. Really good, but they have the Hurt and Sleep spell, so watch out for that, but nothing too major. I love how fast the battles are in this game, and too. But once I get the and then again, Dragon Quest IV is pretty fast as well. I must have been really tired when I recorded this because I am getting used to choosing all the wrong menu options. And here we have Draw Magi. 38 HP average, 22 experience, 65 to 90 gold, but they have Stop Spell, which is one of their only things. but that just prevents you from using magic. It's not that harmful in this game, especially because there's only one-on-one encounters in this game. Later games would introduce the multiple-on-one / multiple-on-multiple battles. So it's kind of useless in this, because at this point I think my attack is as high as my magic. By the way, there's only actually one spell left to learn in the game. We learned that at level 19, which I'm going to reach fairly soon. In like 2 parts. And here we have the final item of the dungeon, the Silver Harp. Do not use it, it attracts a battle to you, which can be good for level grinding, but not overall. But I'm going to end this off here. Thank you guys for watching, rate, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. See you guys then.